Tell us something about your illustrious career and journey till now.
Okay. Uh, I'm essentially a engineer MBA from an educational qualification perspective. Till 12th, I was in Pune. I studied in Ferguson College up to 12th. Then I did my engineering from IIT Powai in Mumbai. Uh, so-called become an engineer. At that point in time, telco, as it was known then, Tata Motors as it is now, that was the best job for an engineer. And so I got that job. I took that job. I came back to Pune, worked as a what they call graduate trainee engineer for nearly 2 years. That was a very good learning experience for me because Telco has a scheme of rotating engineers through different departments to give exposure to the young people across different functions. But somewhere down the line, the management bug bit me, and I decided to pursue MBA. I thought I'll keep my job and do a part-time MBA, but then when I sort of inquired, I realized that every Tom, Dick and Harry was doing a part-time MBA. There were thousands of people in telco itself who were pursuing evening course along with IMDR at that point in time because they had a tie-up. So I said, this is not where I want to be. So I quit the job, took exams, got through Mumbai exam, and I joined SP Jain Institute of Management and Research in Andheri, part of Bharati Vidyanagar. So 2 years I did my MMS as it's called, and I so-called majored in marketing, and I was very clear that although I majored in marketing, I don't want a career, I can't look at a career selling soaps and shampoos. Hardcore engineering sort of came up again. So I thought either I will do B2B marketing or I will pursue management consulting. So at that point in time, the job scene was quite different, so I had landed up with 4 jobs. 2 of them in consulting, one back to telco, and one more in Wipro Biomed where I did my summers. But then I chose consulting, and I chose AF Ferguson and Company, which was then the largest Indian management consulting company, tied up with KPMG at that point in time. So I started my consulting career, depending on who the crowd is. If it's students, I say way back in 1993. If it's a industry forum, I said I just passed out recently in 1993. So since then, I've been a career consultant. My career has been through different consulting companies, starting with a freshie in AFF, assistant consultant, consultant, senior consultant, manager. Then I moved to an international management consulting company called PricewaterhouseCoopers. I ended up being associate partner or associate director there, and then I moved to another international consulting company called Cedar Management Consulting, where I was director India Middle East. I was managing Mumbai and Dubai offices. So we did a lot of work in India and a lot of work in the Gulf. Then I happened to meet a gentleman who was based in Pune, part of the Kirtane Pandit group, and then they were chartered accountants last 60 years. They also had a very successful software company called KPIT Cummins. It is still successful, and they wanted to get into management consulting. So that's where I fitted in, and we started what was called KP Consulting or Kirtane Pandit Consulting. So I shifted back to Pune after donkey years to actually to different Pune at that point in time. 2004 to 2009, I was CEO. I ended up being CEO of KP Consulting when I quit KP Consulting in the peak of recession, and I started my own consulting company called Apohan Management Consulting, which is now nearly 3 years old. So that in a very long answer to a short question.